Let's start
It's
because my
mirrored
blood
to
is
this
boiling.
Exactly.
So, hey everybody.
Oh, you're a Death Knight now.
Shut up! Okay.
That's the beginning. Fuck you.
Thank you. Hey everybody, welcome to Cawfee Talk. This was just... We were going to talk about the stuff from yesterday's Blizzcon, but I just got home, rushing home to do this Cawfee Talk, and they just bombarded me on some stuff that...
Some bullshit.
When I read what I'm going to announce to you guys in a few, I'm ready to get up and throw my freaking chair. So, first, let's start this off, normal Cawfee Talk. Hey everybody, thank you for coming to Cawfee Talk. We got Haven, Doy, Dan, and why is someone texting me? It's one of you guys probably.
He's so pissed.
And we got Nalagag. So, alright, let's start off what we normally do. Tell us about your week. Do not talk about the BlizzCon. Save that. Tell us anything you need to say about the week, starting with Haven.
Nothing much I can say about the week. I've been sick, and shit's been going down. And check out my channel, because, you know, it's good. And I'd also like to thank Doritos.
Thank you, Doritos.
You keep sending me these bags, and I love them.
And he'll keep eating them.
Alright, easy.
Alright. Oh, before we go into Doy, special thanks to Patrick J. Thank you,
Thanks
Pat.
to-
He was awesome. First place, BlizzCon. Great.
Nice
buddy.
job,
Thanks,
buddy.
Not congratulations. Special thanks.
Congratulations.
It was awesome.
Yeah, thank you for putting the time into this
I
movie.
saw it and I was like, it took a few seconds to actually get in there. I was like, that's Patrick! Oh no! When I saw Raid Buddies, I was like, Pat, yeah! I'm over here tweeting it. I was like, oh my god, Pat won, Pat won, Pat won.
If I could take one thing from that, it's going to AA meetings. They should give you drugs.
Doy, you're weak.
Yeah. Oh, my turn.
Yeah, it's
You're
your
weak.
turn.
You're weak.
I'm all hopped up on the pseudoephedrine in the cold medicine. So
The
I'm
Sudafedrin.
pushing 600 subscribers right now, which will be fun. So anybody that hasn't subbed, go do that now because I post a lot of stupid stuff.
Let's get him to 1K.
I've decided with my channel that trying to be, what's the word? Announce things and
Successful.
teach you how to do guides and all this talent stuff. That's not for me. I just put up the dumb shit from the live streams and stuff like that, and it's way more enjoyable for me to just put up the derps.
You
So
gotta
now
enjoy
it says
what you
right
put out.
across the channel, derpiness or something. So check it out.
Dan?
Nothing much here. Found a new glitch while playing Skyrim, and oh boy, I'd better mute that.
Yeah, I better mute that.
And got a new Barman video. Barman is going strong.
Where's the
One of
trigger?
these. Yeah, where's the trigger? Next time, Doy, we need to get together, Newsors and Dan Show, and we need to actually record us going through a derpy dungeon.
Yes, it's gonna be
What
awesome.
level 14?
Katy Perry will
Actually,
take-
you could get in there to level 14. No, you couldn't. You have to be 15.
Nalagag?
Yeah. Not much, actually. I recently installed the SWtor into my PC.
Yeah.
Been leveling, gotten up to level 12.
Need level 12.
And I've bought a couple of games on Steam. Darksiders 2. And also Darksiders 1. Darkness 2. GTA, which I also gave to Halvanas, which he can't play.
Which is shit. Which is shit.
And yeah, not really that much. I'm just doing normal casual stuff in World of Warcraft because I don't have anything else to do.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Alright,
Oh,
with
fucking
me,
quit raid
nothing much.
ages.
Nothing much with me, blah, blah, blah.
That must be me.
It's that bleach, man.
Yeah.
That bleach.
At Bleach.
It's that bleach, yeah. I'd say I was jumped onto Hal's stream. I was like, this bleach is getting me
A
high.
vile motherfucker.
Yeah.
I was cleaning the toilet, and the bleach just really got me out. Nothing much with me. I can't really, we're gonna talk about what's gonna happening next, and I'm just gonna. I have nothing to plug this week. It's been pretty much a quiet week. So let's gonna jump into some of the stuff that I just got home, and I'm talking to Hal and Doy, and they're like, "Oh my god, they just did a whole
Look,
big
he's got
section."
the phone in his hand too. He's ready to
Yeah.
hit somebody.
Yeah, they did a whole big section on BlizzCon about items and stuff. So I'm just reading across, and one thing right here, I'm just jumping right into the topics. I'm sorry, this is the one thing that
Go ahead.
severely pissed me off. Enchanting
Everybody get to your volume controls right
Enchanting
now.
is still around. Fewer items can be enchanted. There will be more enchants for choice for those items. So, enchanters, that's all you get. I'm doing a freaking Francis. What are you talking about, Fran? I'm a freaking Francis. I'm an
Yes,
enchanter.
son of...
I've been an enchanter since the beginning of freaking
Page from Z4/Annihilation.
not alpha, beta. I've been doing enchanting. You're telling me now you're gonna mess up enchanting? You're only gonna get to maybe. Oh, I'm an enchanter. I can only do risk. So what's every other profession is gonna get better stuff? Enchanters are gonna get that big FU. Oh, I'm an enchanter. I can do
No,
rings.
you're gonna be able to
Ooh.
enchant your wrists with slashing. Slash wrist.
This just enchanting. That was like the coolest. That was the only profession that you can actually make real good money. I mean, the other ones you can make money, but enchanting, it's every time you get an upgrade. Hey, I gotta enchant again. Or a jewel craft. I gotta regem. But you're messing with enchanting. Come on. That's
Tor,
so hurtful.
I've got a solution
Well,
for you. I've got a solution
wish-
for you.
I wish
Hold
they
on.
would really have. I wish they would have really gone into more detail about what is going to be dropped off. I hope they're not going to go back with their more enchant choices for these items. I hope they're not going to go to the old head enchant thing because I hated that.
Oh, you know
Because you
what?
had-
I almost forgot. My sponsor. Thank you. My sponsor for the week
Want to end
is
it?
damn bill collectors. Go to hell. Bill collectors.
Toray is channeling Boogie right
Who
now.
needs electricity?
Okay,
I'm not
Tor.
paying.
I'm not trying to. For anyone that's saying that, I'm trying to act like Francis and all that, I'm not. It's just. You guys know, like, when I play SWTOR PvP,
No,
I
Francis
get
tries to act like Tor.
this crazy when I do play
Yeah,
SWTOR PvP. So,
Okay, Tor. Now you have done all this. It's out of the system.
Well,
Do you feel better now?
One more thing.
One more.
I want my money back for all the reforging they're gonna get rid of. All that money that I spent over every week, I get a new upgrade. Hi, I get an upgrade. Yeah. Oh shit. Where's my gold at? Your gold is gone. They're getting rid of reforging. Come on.
Yeah,
Well, I can
exactly.
see why they did that because the main reason you're reforging is usually the stats that they're getting rid of because they're getting rid of hit, expertise, dodge, and parry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So
like for me today, I spent 2,000 gold on reforging and everything on my druid. And where's that money gonna be now?
what'd you do? Buy a whole
Honestly,
set?
I don't feel like reforging at all. If I get a new upgrade, I'm just gonna. You know what? I don't care anymore.
I have a
I'm
question.
gonna save my money.
If they're getting rid
Dan.
of the reforging, does that mean? I mean, obviously, and they're getting rid of the dodge and the parry and the expertise and hit. What about
now you're
crit
announcing
mastery
it. Let everybody
and
know.
haste?
Say we're getting rid of dodge because
Yeah. By the way, that's all gone. If
Spoiler
they're getting
alert.
rid of all that stuff, and they're getting rid of reforging, what's the gear gonna look like? Is it just gonna be pure
getting
stat
is
gear, Intel
exciting.
Stam, like
Okay.
my mage gear used to be in vanilla? Intel Stam, that's it.
Well, I think you're going to see, because they said specifically hit and expertise. They mentioned nothing about crit or, what was the other one? Mastery?
No.
Mastery,
Mentioned nothing
haste.
about that.
Only
So it
one
looks like-
gem slot per item. So
What?
We're not gonna have like 15 gems in a pants.
So one pants are gonna have one gem slot. Chest is gonna have one gem slot. Hands are gonna get. That's all you get. That's it.
Well, read
You're
on.
screwing
Read more on.
You're screwing gem
Read on to
crafters.
what it's. Read on to what it says, Tori. It says
Yeah,
gems
read
are
on what
more
it says.
powerful.
Yeah, they're
Sockets
better
are
gems.
more a
Twice as
bonus
powerful.
or
What it comes
account
down
for its
to
item
is-
level budget.
Jewel crafters are getting the big FU too again.
This
I
has
only,
been
I
every
don't buy
expansion.
3 gems for my chest piece because I only need one now. Jewel crafters are gonna make
Yeah,
far
but-
less money.
I see what you're saying, but I almost feel like there's a counterpoint to that because with there being less slots on the items, I feel like they're still going to have, and they're more powerful, plus there's going to be new ones because there's a level increase. You're still going to make the money. I think now more than ever, the gems will be, because it's a big one-time purchase, they will be more expensive, and it will counterbalance that. Oh, I can't sell 5 gems for 100 gold each, but I can sell 1 for 500 gold. You see what I'm saying?
And Tor, I don't think we have any right to be complaining with Thorium Brothers' economy.
That's what I am complaining about, because Thorium Brotherhood's 1 gem is like 3 times the price of any other server. So, you know,
What have you been selling?
it's stuff. It's crazy. If you think, it's like I bought the Wicked Vermilion. It cost me almost 600 gold. I go on another server, I check it, it's only 200. Really?
Yeah.
That's
I know what I'm gonna be. I know what I'm gonna be cutting here in a bit.
This is how it's been in every expansion so far. You guys remember Wrath Lich King? After the Wrath Lich King and Cataclysm, they changed inscriptions, so it would be permanent. You just don't have to change all the glyphs, buy a new one from the auction house every time you want to change the glyphs and everything. This has been every expansion so far. There's always going to be a change with the one specific profession. That's going to cut it down with the gold.
Yeah, I see what you mean now. I didn't even consider that. They always take, one of them takes a big hit to... It kind of, I feel like the way it is things start to get out of control. Like, think of it as like weeds in the garden. It gets out of control, you've got to cut it down, and it will come back. Because they're doing that across every aspect of the game right now. Because, like, another thing, I'll announce it, they're doing an item level scrunch. So, you're not going to have 7 million health at level 100. You're not going to
What did they say? They said 400k health will be like 30k health now.
They took a level 530 item, and they said what it is now. And the person had a couple 100,000 health. They were doing crazy DPS, and there was all these huge numbers. Now it's going to be squished. It's going to be more like, kind of like BC times.
So if I had a million health, it would be, which I pretty much have a million health right now on my team.
Right.
It's going to be squished down to maybe 400k.
No.
Yeah.
Less?
No, lower.
Way less.
Way lower.
530 items.
Like 40k.
Because my guy's 550. 551 now.
They said
so you're going to be like going down to like...
A frostbolt will do like 1,500 damage.
I understand what the whole squish thing is, but I want to know what the severity of your numbers are going to look like. That's what
I don't think we know that yet.
We don't know exactly, but I'd probably say between a max level character in this expansion will probably have, depending on the class spec, will be from 25,000 health to maybe 60 at the most, probably.
Probably as a tank,
As a tank, with crazy gear.
What we all need to do is take screenshots of our tunes right now and remember the time when we had a million health, or so forth. Remember those days where my tune was sporting a million health, and you all can all suck a...
I remember back in vanilla when I was playing my mage, and I hit... I crit with a frostbolt for 1337. And it was the coolest thing in the world because it was the highest crit I had ever done at the time, and I had an add-on that screenshot at every crit.
Yeah, I had that add-on too.
So I had that. It was my background.
Crit something. It was called crit something.
But,
crit
I have a little, if you know what I mean. Whenever Dead Orc Dan, my tank crits for over 100k.
Yeah, I get excited too when I see 100k. I'm like, my tank just hit 100k.
It's nice when you realize that even your basic attacks are doing 35, 40k, 50k.
Yeah.
It starts to take away from the feeling of it. They really needed to just reset.
They don't want to deal with insane numbers. They don't want to deal with bosses being a billion health or something like that. They don't want to deal with high numbers like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's going to take the fun out of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
It really will.
The only thing I like...
a million damage at one point, it's not fun anymore.
Yeah, when you start hitting a million, it's not.
The only thing I like about that is, or at least what this says, because, we don't know what's going to happen when it actually comes out. But it says all of the big jumps from old expansions and raid tiers will be flattened.
Right.
I've said it before. One of the things I hated was going to Outlands when you're 58 and you're getting better gear in greens than you did on your tier 2 raiding gear.
Yeah, exactly.
I cringe every time I hit Kata because until you get some of the Kata greens. Well, it's because...
I like it.
Well, first you have to hit 80. You can't hit 78. So you're like, damn it, I thought I could go to Kata.
Yeah.
Because the main thing I ran into was the one thing I wanted to do when Kata was out was I wanted to go to Vashjir, get to that little cave where the earthen ring quartermaster was,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
that was as far as I went. If I needed anything from that earthen ring quartermaster, I could just go to the portal, get it taken care of, and then get the heck out.
Mhm.
Because I hated that particular thing. The thing is that if you're a fresh 80 and you go into Vastgear, you are basically undergeared because everything just kind of smacks
Slams
at
you.
Yeah.
to where when you get to that place where you're fighting all the Naga and you're supposed to run away when the guy says run away. Even with Dead Orc Dan,
away.
I was running into problems surviving because all these Naga are on you, and I'm like, man, and this is with a food buff and a potion buff,
Right.
to where I had to go to Hyjal, do some quests there, get some gear, get my item level up before I could even go back to Vastgear and be able to reasonably survive to get where
Yeah.
I wanted to go.
See,
You know what I hate
have a
about
question
Vashj'ir?
here. What do you
What's
hate about
that for?
Vashj'ir?
What I hate about Vashj'ir is the fucking mages would stay in the bushes and fucking fire fireballs out at you underwater. And I'm like, oh yeah, this wouldn't happen. Really?
This is
I don't-
Go ahead though.
You guys probably saw the live stream. I was out and I couldn't see it. I don't understand what this means. Stacking the deck will give bonus valor for queuing with friends or queuing again with the same random matchmaking group. 10% bonus valor. What does that mean?
I think
If
if you prepare the
basically-
group yourself and go
Yeah.
You're
in
gonna
like
get 10%
old
more
school
valor.
where you had to go ask
So if you
for
go
people
in
to
old
join.
school,
Yeah, I
But
kind of
you know
encourage
what?
you.
That
Instead of
also
using a
hurts.
dungeon finder to find everybody
that
involved.
also will hurt Dungeon Finder because
Yeah.
some people would be in a bad server and that seems
Yeah,
more
but-
for guildies.
Yeah, but
Why?
it
Well, that's
also
perfect for
encourages
us
you
to
to
be
play
all
with
together.
your friends.
Can I chime in? This is the thing they wanted to say. All these things that are affecting numbers of players and having to have a certain amount of players, these are all being fixed with consolidated realms, supposedly.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll see how that turns out.
Didn't
Yeah,
think
like
about
when are
I've
we going
yet
to
to
be
see Thorium
consolidated?
get consolidated, though, so...
Yeah, we still haven't seen Thorium get there.
Mine neither.
I was ranting about last week. I'm looking at the list of people getting consolidated. There's a server getting consolidated with 4 other servers, 5 servers putting together into one server, and I'm still waiting for my server. If you look at
Yeah.
the list, you'll see one that has like 5 different names on the server.
Yeah.
I feel bad
Yeah,
for
we're
them
sitting there
because
like,
their
this
server must be
gets
worse
to
than
a
ours.
technology.
Yeah, there's a lot that are worse.
And
than
I don't
Thorium.
even think our server is really bad, really really bad. But their server must be really shitty because
It's
Same
going to
on my
be
server.
terrible.
I mean on our
My server
server,
is also really
Smurf made
bad.
the best comment. He's like, yeah, it's like about midnight, and I'm over here and I do /shoe and I only see 3 people on in Orgrimmar. I was like, wow, our
Yeah.
server is bad. But
Mhm.
those servers must be horrendous.
I've played on servers before with friends a couple of years ago, and you literally walk into Orgrimmar, and there's nobody. And you go over to the auction house, and you just do... I'm talking... You don't even search for an item, no specialty. You don't search for armor or weapon. You just click the search
Just one
button.
item.
Just
Ah,
the search button,
hold
and
on,
there's
keep
just...
going.
like one page of items across the entire auction house of all items. It's terrible, and you instantly turn around and delete your tune and go to somewhere else. But it's miserable.
Yeah.
There's no economy. There's no people. There's no groups. I mean, the dungeon finder thing is good now because of that, but at the same time, nobody even like.
It's also
communicates
good for
with each
low
other.
levels.
Yeah, nobody communicates with
Yeah.
each other anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think the bonus to the Valor is for that reason. You can use the Dungeon Finder if you have to, but if you have people already with you, like we do all the time, where we have, most of the time we have a full group of guildies, and it's just
Yeah.
entirely our group, and if we put it together and cooperate, then we get the bonus.
it also encourages you
we
to play
earn
with friends.
More bonus.
Yes.
It's what we
Yeah, that's something that
earning
they've
our
been spouting off for a while is play with friends, and I feel sorry for all those antisocial people that play well, because there's one, that she says, yeah, she might go about with a few guildies, but she likes doing things all by herself.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Yeah.
who knows, Like I said, this is at least 6 months down the road before they even put it out because
We
they still got to
gotta
do it in beta.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
They haven't
We've still
even
got a
announced the
lot
date.
of
They won't
time to
allow.
go.
In the state of Mr. Pandaria, I think they have to do it soon, or else they can lose a bunch of subscribers.
This is my bedroom.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think just announcing that it is going to be released will keep people around until it does.
Yeah, but
I mean, I don't know, but I've noticed on Thorium, especially, there's a lot more people on. I've noticed.
I think it's
in
getting
the
filled
cities.
too, a little more, but
makes people more excited for new XPAC.
People are just so like, yeah, I'm going to get there, get my character ready for this next expansion. But then again, I guess really not, because you get a free 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
They haven't gone into too much detail about that. As far
All
as
we
I
know is that it's a one-time thing.
This is
Well,
all,
let's go
one
down
question.
the line. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll just ask a
Go ahead.
question. What if you get a free 90? What class would you choose?
Oh,
what would I choose?
Yeah, well, if you get a free level 90, what? Yeah,
monk.
Sam.
I don't have a 90 monk. I've leveled every other class except for like mage.
Dan, what would
You
you
have a
choose?
monk.
I have no life. I have 590s. I don't know what I would choose, to be honest.
Same here. I have 590s.
Well,
I have
technically
none
I
of
have
those.
technically I have 6, but I have 2 DKs. So
Yeah, same class. I've got the 90 rogue, I've got a 90 mage, and I've got a 90 paladin, and I have a few other tunes that are in their 70s or 80s. But if I was going to make a free level 90, I don't think I would boost one that I have right now. I would
You
probably
just make a fresh one.
I would get the most for it. I would not level it at all. My druid is
I don't
already
know
in its
if anyone
20s.
noticed.
I feel like by
I
the
don't know
time
if
it comes out, I could already level my druid, so I don't want to say I'd use it on the druid. I would probably
Yeah.
level my druid until it comes out, and then probably use it on like a monk.
I think I
don't
will
know,
personally
but
use it on a warlock. Warlocks are really
when
fun to
Tor
play.
got up, we saw some Tor booty, and I would like to thank you for that.
Yeah.
All right.
Up,
So
da, da,
on
da,
the
da.
topic, we're gonna go down the line with Haven. What's the one thing you're excited that they announced today, and what's the one thing that pissed you off?
That I'm excited about just today.
Just
Like,
today.
not
Just
other-
today.
Yeah.
Just today. Let me look at the list here just to see what it says. I'm kind of really happy about this the item squish. I've been saying that this game gets worse and worse when I have to sit there and just constantly pump out like 300,000 crits. I'm like, everyone else is doing this. Where is the point in doing any of this damage? Because
The numbers aren't as
it's
satisfying
a
as
full
they used to
scale.
Yeah.
It's not as satisfying. Like, when I see a 300k crit now, I'm like, oh, 300k crit. If I saw a 300k crit like 2, 4, 3 years ago, maybe, I'd be like, holy fucking shit, man! I'm
Right.
fucking king of this game! That's what I like most about it. And then just some of what they're doing with the items that we're taking stats away from. But that's another topic for whenever. So
Yeah.
you can go on to the next person.
All right,
I mean,
Joyce,
I'm-
with you. The thing you're happiest and shocked about.
Like Haven said, I'm really excited about the item squish for that same reason. Like I was told before, I used to remember critting for 1337. I thought it was awesome. Now it's kind of like the numbers they're not really impressive anymore. I feel like it's not so much, oh, I don't like 300k crits, but I don't want the numbers to just keep exploding and exploding and exploding to the point where I'm doing 100,000 white damage just by hitting with my dagger. I think they need to just level it and start over like they're doing. Another thing I really liked was the whole level 100 questing thing that they mentioned, where there's not going to be many dailies. There's more max level content and storylines, which I like because I feel like this game has been about you have like the last one was Rathian's questline.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit about that anymore? People only do it to get their cloak and then that's it. They don't care about the lore. They don't care about the
They
story.
don't do it on alts either, because I know I'm damn
Right.
to do that quest line
No.
on my alt.
So I feel like if
I'm not gonna
they
do it.
force you down this road and you don't have a million dailies to do to get this gear and these tokens or whatever the hell you're getting, or valor to buy gear. They force you down this road. They force you to pay attention to this story and want to progress this story, rather than just mindlessly do 1,000 dailies and get your valor and buy your gear with it. You know what I mean? As for something that really pissed me off, I don't think there is one. I'm excited about just about everything. The only thing I'm not stoked about as much as I thought I was going to be is the garrisons, because it's going to be phased per player. But
Yeah.
the way that they made it seem like it's interactive and awesome. But really, when any of you guys fly by it, it's just going to be phased and it's going to look plain. There's not going to be any use to you or anybody else. You can't
Nothing
attack.
could be as awesome as SWG. You just say it. I
No,
know you're gonna say
it
it.
never will. There was never another game that will have player housing like.
But what they stated
Galaxies.
was you can invite your friends there. That's what they
Right, and
said
you can
about
come see the
interactive
same
thing.
shit that you can see at your own place if you have the same.
Well,
Look,
no,
I
because
placed my
there's
tower
tons of
here instead
different
of
buildings.
there.
I
There's
just
tons
think
of different buildings.
I feel like they're breeding AFK players by doing this with the followers and having like little villagers run things for you. It's going to be more people sitting around watching TV while they wait for their ticker to run down to 0 till they get their free loot because their guys went to collect it. You know what I mean?
But it's
I don't
only
know.
a chance.
Hearthstone.
That's really the only thing.
All right,
Dan?
Oh my God! What if there is an conspiracy and it's just to get you to play more Hearthstone and
Oh,
spend more
God.
money in Hearthstone?
Hmm?
Like, hey, your companion's going out raiding for you. Why don't you play some Hearthstone and buy a couple of packs?
Pro and cons, Dan.
Well, I'm liking as much as I hate to disagree with you on your little rant at the beginning of the show. I'm somewhat happy with the elimination of hit expertise, dodge, and parry. The main reason is because as I'm leveling a tune, I am tired of getting misses, and every time I'm like to buy more hit, please send tell, and hit in low level places is like non-existent. So that's going to be interesting. I can understand why the reforging is gone, because everything that you would reforge is kind of not there anymore.
From the melee perspective, it is. When you think about a tank thing, there's still there's still haste mastery crit. You know?
Yeah, but I'm hoping that'll be addressed with whatever this little armor will. Your stats will be compatible with your spec or whatever.
Right.
At least I'm hoping. I'm hoping everything will work out. The only thing I don't like is one thing I'm going to agree with Toray, and it's not because of the money, but the enchanting and the jewel crafting. Not just for the money making, but just to boost the stats. Just I didn't like it when they got rid of head enchants. I mean, I understand why they did it. I wish they would have made enchanting head enchants instead of having to go to a quartermaster to get them. So I probably am not going to like it until they give us more information as to what's going to not be enchantable. And go from there. And another thing I'm wondering about is what kind of perks are you going to get with your professions? Because we haven't heard anything about what's happening with the new professions or anything. So.
Yeah,
we've heard nothing. I don't even think there's going to be a new profession.
All right, now, how about you?
What I'm excited for is actually BOA is actually going to be a bound on account.
BOA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all excited. Yeah, we're all excited about that.
We're all loving that.
I'm excited
Especially
for
me.
it. Also for all the quest items and everything what they're doing with the bags, you're gonna sort them out.
Yeah.
Have one bag for materials, one bag for gear, one bag for junk, which is I'm really excited for. This is one thing I'm not so happy about, is that Garrosh didn't die.
Well, they say that a lot about the bosses is they're not actually dead, they're defeated.
Yeah, with bosses,
exactly.
they use the word defeated. You don't
Well,
actually kill
when
bosses.
you beat Garrosh, his thing goes unconscious.
Yeah, but the sole
Well, we
reason
just did Illidan today, Hal, and it said dead.
Yeah.
It said dead on Illidan, because he's actually
the sole
dead.
reason for doing Miss Pandaria was actually to kill Garrosh. but we never
Right.
actually got to kill him. He goes back in
And
time.
what happens? That bites us in the ass.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He goes back in time, starts a clan, and tries to destroy Azeroth.
Well, what
All
I'm hoping
because
for is
Varian's an asshole.
Yeah.
what I'm hoping for is that I don't know how much detail has been given out on the first 2 raids, but I'm hoping we get rid of him soon, and then we find out what this mysterious friend is.
I already know who it is.
Well, we have speculation.
All
I
right.
know.
There's a new heroic level basically too.
With
for the
me, like I ranted before the whole enchanting, but I'm kind of first thing I don't think I've talked about in Coffee Talk about. I really don't think haste is a tank stat. I don't think
No.
tanks should have haste. Universal in any MMO out there, it's always dodge and parry, dodge and parry. That's the universal tank stats.
Right.
Now in the new expansion, we're getting rid of dodge and parry. That's the universal tank stat. You're going to be taking away something that every MMO since the beginning to even future MMOs, tanks have to have dodge and parry because that's their tank stat and shield block, and you're getting rid of that.
What's a shield?
Well, they're not getting rid of shield block.
Well,
What's
we
a shield?
We haven't used shield block since Burning Crusade.
No.
That was a stat that was gone, and Burning Crusade was the last time. Remember, you had to have a certain percent of shield block. Now you can't. You have to be defense capped. You have to have shield block. You have to have hit rating.
Mm-hmm.
Those
Yeah.
I
stats are
would like
gone.
to see the defense come back.
I don't know.
I didn't mind that. I didn't mind that, though.
I
I'm
think
ex-
the higher your armor, the more your damage mitigation. I like that idea.
I'm
And the
excited
shield-
about the
Good idea.
garrisons. Like I said, because it's a step towards player housing.
Maybe
yeah, but
guild
you and I
housing.
have a pre-known.
Now, I didn't really see today's video to like more in depth of player housing.
I don't know what they
so,
said more about it.
Uh,
Let's check.
It's
There is
posted
a
as a
sec-
list from MMO Champion. That's
Yeah.
great. One thing I wanted to mention
Yeah,
quickly
there's a
about the
list.
rating is they're changing the names of the difficulties,
Yes, they are.
which
Yes.
doesn't make any
Yes.
sense to me. It makes no difference. The
Yeah,
normal
one's called Mythic.
Mythic, yeah, the new normal will be as difficult as Flex. The new heroic will be as difficult as normal, and the new mythic will be as difficult as heroic.
But Mythic
so that
is
just
only
makes
it's 20 players. That's it. There's no 10-man.
Mythic
It's
is
just,
20 only,
It's just
yes.
20 only. So if you're
But
if you like
heroic-
Method, there is no more 10-mans. If you want to get into that pro elite group,
why not
you
25?
have to get 20 because they said 25 might be a little too hard to get together to get it. Like guilds like Method, they got people trying to apply for them all the time. They can
Right.
easily
Yeah.
do 25, but there's a lot of guilds that they have hardcore raiders, but they lacking those few other like us. We can actually, if we wanted to, we could be in every day. We can make our Tuesday, Thursday raids, but we're always missing that one player that always calls out, and that always pushes us back. So they're
Right.
trying to say, okay, instead of 25, we'll give you a little lax, and we'll make it 20. That way, you don't have to
But
have
what's
the
the
extra
point of
healer
changing the names of them?
Yeah,
to get
Mythic.
people happy. I don't know. Just give us
No,
names.
it's not that. Because if you look at it, they've actually gotten rid of the difference between 10 and 25. There's no difference between it anymore because normal, heroic are flex, basically. You can take
There was a post.
you can take 10 to 25.
There was a post on MMO Champion saying that 10-man raids are a thing of the past now. Because, remember,
Yeah.
in 10-man normals, you can actually flex them to 11 to 12 now. They said that you can scale it up a little bit. So,
Mhm.
Right.
it's pretty much 10-man raiding is the thing of the past now. They got rid of it.
Well, it makes no
Yeah.
difference to me because the reason they brought in Flex was because people couldn't fill a 25 man, but they had too many people for a 10 man.
It also
Rick
says
retweeting.
So what's the difference? It's just they're just changing things for the sake of changing them. I don't think they needed to do that.
No.
Leave
I think
it
the
how it
flex
was.
was awesome.
I like Flex how it is because especially for
If you have
us,
two
where-
people on the sidelines that are not doing nothing, hey, come on, raid
Right.
with us.
and it scales
Well,
But
accordingly.
that's the same thing
Well,
as
the thing
normal
is-
now, though.
Yeah, normal's going to be the same
Yeah.
thing.
The thing what I think that they wanted to do was they wanted to be able to have that mixed group be able to experience the harder content. So
Yeah.
so you have your regular, you have your heroic, and you have your heroic. Unless you were in a 10 or a 25 man raid, you couldn't experience that heroic content for whatever reason you wanted to experience it. So that's why I think they got the normal, they got the heroic, and then they got the mythic, and the mythic is the only one that says you have to have so many people. If I understand it, the regular and the heroic, it's like Flex. You could have 10 to 25 people
10 to
if you
25.
want.
So Flex was basically, we were just testing
Then you
out
explained
Flex.
it way better than this website.
Flex
Yeah,
was a
just-
test.
Flex
We were testing
Dispatcher
a version.
was a test to see how it works. It's
Yeah.
basically
And it worked.
Flex just became 10-man, and that's it. There's no more Flex.
Yeah.
It's 10-man now. 10-man rating.
But
is,
it's actually technically still heroic mode now too, because of the ability to take 10 to 25 people in heroic
exactly.
mode now.
So it
Exactly.
still scales. So basically, it was just like guinea pigs. This Flex whole thing was a guinea pig. Test it out, see how well, and it worked really well. So I said, okay, let's
It
roll
worked
with it.
awesome.
It really did work awesome.
I think if they just, I think they're putting too much emphasis on the names of these tier levels. It should be a raid. You're doing the raid. Whether you do it with 10, 15, 16, 20 people, that's up to you, but I feel like there should be 2 settings to it. If I'm trying to think of a good way to explain it. Either you set it to this level loot and this difficulty, or you set it to this, and you could do it with however many people you want. Obviously,
Well, that's what I think they're doing, Doy.
Yeah, that's what they're
like I
doing.
said, with the normal and the heroic rating, the way I'm reading it is you could go with 10 or 25 people, or
You
anywhere
go
in
from
between.
Anywhere in between.
You know,
Okay.
the only one that has
That is
a set.
exactly what's happening.
The only one that has a set is the mythic, which is 20, and I can understand because they're wanting, and of course probably the
That's
only
your
people that are going to
creme de
do
la
it.
creme. That's your elite people in your guild that want to go to that raid. They're saying, you guys want a challenge? You guys want something that's not, you can throw anybody into there? They want something that says, get the 20 most geared people in your guild, go into this content and see if you can do it. And it's supposed to
Gotcha.
be fucking hard.
I just feel like they're splitting hairs in the way they describe it. It's easier if you just say, there's normal, there's hard, and there's hardest. Do it with however many you want. Obviously, to do
Can
the
we
harder
all-
content, you need it.
Can we all agree, if everyone here has played SWTOR, that they took
Yeah.
a shitload of SWTOR's ideas and put it
It
in this
took a
game?
lot of things
Oh, yeah.
from KOTOR and Rift.
And Rifts.
And Rift.
With the
Well, so
item,
far,
the
I
item
haven't
scaling
looked at it.
down for lower level dungeons, Rift's idea.
Rift.
SWTOR with your companions going out and doing missions.
Right.
That was SWTOR. What else they took? They took like 2 other things from SWTOR.
The PvP leaderboards.
Leaderboards, yes, for PvP. SWTOR's idea. It's
They
just,
didn't specifically say that there's going to be an MVP button, but I see a couple little things on that thing.
oh
that
yeah,
kinda
yeah.
state-
Come on.
The UI
Yeah.
is going to change, but it probably, yeah. And you probably get some
you-
kind of
Change.
honor bonus.
Change.
You're
Change.
probably gonna get some kind of honor bonus if you get enough votes or something. But knowing the
Yeah.
WoW community, everyone's just gonna vote for themselves. So they may need to make sure they don't have that feature like SWTOR.
Well,
you
that's-
have to vote for somebody else.
You can't vote for yourself in SWTOR.
I know that's what
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They need to make sure
Alright.
that they limit that because
I want
otherwise everyone would just do
To
it.
wrap this one up, so we can get
Mhm.
one more done.
All right.
The next episode is going to be short, but sweet. It's not a big topic, but so I'm just gonna wrap this up, guys. That's it for this week. It's gonna be a few back-to-back coffee talks, not like one day after another. I don't want to throw it all on one year and be like, oh, coffee talk, and then I gotta watch another coffee talk. I'm gonna throw one day every day until we talk about all these wonderful topics that were at Blizzcon, because honestly, there's a lot going on. So as for me, Haven, Doy, Dan, Olaf, AK, Nalagag,
Not again.
and me, Toray.
Check out my 6 videos I uploaded last night.
I will talk to everybody next time. Later.
Ah.
Bye.